Hi everyone, this is Monica from Unique Designs by Monica, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make yourself some food from the McGuffin. You know, everybody knows the McGuffin, so let's get started. So first we're going to start with a bun, and we're going to just have one side be the bottom of the bread, and let's just change the color so we know that it's the bread. We're going to add some lettuce. I'm going to do layer by layer. So we're just going to grab a bunch of circles, big, small, doesn't really matter. The more organic it looks, the better. Okay. So we're just going to be messing with this just to make it look more like a leaf. Or lettuce, I should say. Let's move that to the back. Back, back, back. There we go. And it doesn't look that bumpy, so I need to add a couple more circles. There we go. In certain places. Now we're just going to grab everything and we're going to weld. And that is our lettuce right there. I'm going to put that right on the bottom. Let's change the color to a nice green color. Make it a nice little healthy green. Well, no, I think that one looks a little bit better. Let's get a nice big slice, or I should say a nice steak size slice of tomato. Now, if you want, you can round the edges. Now, this is totally up to you. You don't have to. But for me, let me just get a little closer. I just want to make sure that it looks more like a tomato rather than just like a piece of meat or something. Okay. And let's duplicate that on the same side. Like so. And then let's make sure that this is all in the center. That looks good. And we're going to weld. Alright, that's going to go laying right on top right there. And I know there's a certain order that, you know, a hamburger needs to be. But for right now, this is just the way that I'm making my own McGuffin. And now we're going to get the meat. I guess you can do the same thing. Let's just elongate this just a little bit. There we go. Nice piece of meat there. Let's change this a different color. Can we play around with another brown? I want it to be a little bit, there we go. That's a little better. And then of course, if you want, you can put more lettuce, more cheese. I'm going to make this just a little slightly different from its original counterpart. This is a McGuffin after all. It needs more on it. Okay, so we're going to get a circle and we're going to make our bun. Just like that. That's the size that I want. I'm going to get myself a square and I'm going to slice this. About there. And slice. I'm going to plop that right on top. Right there. And I'm going to use the same brown as I did before. There we go. That's a beautiful McGuffin right there if I've ever seen one. But it's missing some sesame seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some circles. Nothing fancy. I mean, you could do teardrops if you wanted to. But I'm not that fancy right now. I'm just going to change the color to a more sesame seed looking color. And I'm just going to duplicate this several times, up and down. Like that. Now, if you don't want these to go all over the place on your mat, all you got to do is just weld. Let's weld all of these together. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. That's a pretty nice looking McGuffin if I've ever seen one. All right. We can't eat this burger without anything to drink it with, so we're going to make ourselves a drink. And if you've seen my cup tutorial, my travel cup tutorial, it's going to be the same way. Except it's not going to have a little lid like a travel cup that has. So all we're going to do is just cut the top and slice. Just slice this whole thing. Right, don't need this. And unlike the travel mug, I'm actually going to leave the end of the lid square, or a rectangle, I should say. Now, I want this to be a little longer. There we go. Now, you don't have to weld these two. You can if you want, but honestly, I think it looks a little better just leaving it the way it is. There is my drink. It's a nice supersized drink for my McGuffin. And I need a straw to drink this with, of course. I mean, you can have your own reusable straws if you want. But this one's plastic all the way. So what I'm going to do is just, you don't have to make it this big. I'm not really sure why I actually did that, because I'm not going to be showing the inside of my cup. So I actually made this long for no apparent reason. So let me just move this back. And there's my straw. We need some fries with this McGuffin, because, you know, all McGuffin meals come with some fries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my polygon tool and I'm going to get my circle tool. All right. As you can see, it already looks the shape of fries. It just needs to be a little bit more fleshed out. So let's cut the top, because we don't really need that. I'm going to do it from end to end, just like that, and I'm going to slice. And like all McGuffin fries, it has to have that little arch at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just going to eat into it just a little bit like that. And I'm going to slice that. There we go, starting to look more and more like McGuffin fries. Now, I am not going to get rid of this portion right here. In fact, what I am going to do is I'm going to get rid of this one, because I no longer need it. And I'm going to flip this. All right. And before I do any welding of any kind, this is going to be the front of my fries. I'm just going to move this to the front, unlock it, and I'm just going to elongate it just ever so slightly. So we get that little arch that we normally see on our fries. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. And we're just going to weld. Weld, 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 weld. Now you can do the inside of your fries any way, any color you want. If you wanted a nice light color in the back and then a nice dark color in the front, you can do that. And there we go. Let's put this to the front. I don't know why it keeps saying paste, but I don't need to do that. All right, we need to put some fries in this McGuffin. Now it's not perfect because of the circle. I was trying to make it as close as possible, but you can trim that with your, scissors if you don't like it. So let's make this nice and big, but I think it's a little too big. It's too supersized. There we go. And I need to make this a little smaller. There we go. Can't make it as big as the shake. Or soda, whatever you want to put into it. And let's make ourselves some fries. Now fries are pretty easy. You just make a lot of elongated rectangles and you just slightly move them back and forth like that. Now you can leave them just like this and duplicate them over and over again if you want. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And no one's going to really see the bottom since this is going to be the front of our fries. Let's change the color to a much more golden yellow. There we go. Alright, so let's move this to the side and let's get as many fries as we can possibly get into here. You can flip the direction if you want. Now if you want these all to be on one mat and you don't want to see, you know, different layers, you can always just select all of these and weld, and it'll stick all of them together. But for me, I kind of want to give it some dimension, especially if I'm going to put pop dots on the back and in the middle to make it more full. So I'm going to put this to the front. There we go. Now we have our McGuffin shake. Oh, did my fries just move to the left without everything going with it? That is very interesting. And our fries, what we need now is a logo to go on our shake and on our fries itself. Or if you want, you can put this on the layout just to make it more comical. So what we are going to do is it's going to get our heart. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to be the perfect shape for our arches. So I'm going to just make this smaller, just like that. Make sure that's in the center. Pardon me. That's fine. And I'm going to slice. All right. I don't need these anymore. Okay. Let's change the color. There we go. All we need now is to slice the bottom. If you want, you don't really need to, but you know, in fact, I'm not gonna, because it's gonna go very well with our sign. All I'm gonna do is just weld the bottom so it's cohesive. Okay. Now I'm gonna round my edges. Did I do that with the other one? Yes, I did. I'm gonna round my edges just like this. And I'm going to try to get it from point to point. Right here. Goodness me, don't mind the information that's going on in the background. You don't hear nothing in the background, right? Right. All right, I'm going to weld this. And so I don't have to have the tedious job of whether or not it's fitting on the opposite end. All I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. There we go. Now all I have to do is make sure that they are aligned perfectly in the middle. Yep, there we go. It looks kind of like a little pill, and I'm going to weld. All right, let me bring this shape down. And I'm going to duplicate this because I'm going to have it on the bottom and on the top. All right, let me just get rid of this one actually, because I need to size this right. Alrighty, I want to make this like so. I think that looks great. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this is in the middle. Perfect. And I'm going to weld this. Oh, no, no, not slice. Oh, no, I didn't see that. Let's do that again. Weld. I'm going to turn this red. All right, I'm going to move that to the front. I don't know why this keeps saying paste. And there is our logo for our McGuffin. Ta-da! Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! All we need to do now is get a font and go McGuffin. Now I'm not going to go fancy or anything. This is just going to go, there we go. This is just going to be the standard Cricut sands that they have right now. And I'm just going to make this like that. So now we can put this right in the center of our drink. And our fries. Welcome to McGuffin. I mean, you can even make, I'm going to leave it this like that. So if you wanted to make it into a sign, you can. But that's how you make yourself basically a burger, shakes, fries meal with a little logo. And all of the colors are, you know, generally the same, so they'll just collect on your mat. Now, if you're having any difficulties with anything, you can weld similar colors together to maximize it on your mat. If you like what you saw, please feel free to leave a like button. If you want to see more videos, I post every Wednesday and Saturday, and you'll be notified when I make a new video. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Have a beautiful day. Bye.